Pretty amazing, actually. It's pretty big, isn't it? It's wild stuff. Human heart. Amazing. It's just Soursop. Kill some cancer cells and experience that true optimum health and healing that you're capable of achieving. And we have bump, 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 bump. Human heart. Do you have the heart to look at a heart? Pretty cool, huh? Amazing. See that?
There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business.
So what we have here in the culture is lard, and so like when I put the hydrogen peroxide with the key lime alkalinity, you see it moving like crazy, and this is due to see how it's destroyed this side. Okay, so we put the silica moringa one, and look how it's moving to actually take out the fungus. This is what 1 pound of the moringa sop fresh produce looks like. This is just a quick video on how much you should be taking, the dosages for the moringa sop, whether you have heart disease, cancer, diabetes, or you're just trying to take it as a good procurement health supplement for optimum health and prevention. Aloha moringa champions out there. We are showing another, yet again, amazing fruit of our time. This is actually the most amazing fruit to me. I think it's the most tasty fruit and my favorite fruit on the planet. You may have known that if you watched some of my alternative videos from Plott Palm Trees Productions. But I know it looks kind of crazy. It fits in the category like one of those durian or jackfruits. But I just jump in and say, I want to do a short video segment, nothing long here, and say go ahead and read my link description and see more on the importance of this amazing fruit of our time, the superfruit, that kills cancer cells 10,000 times better than chemotherapy and radiation. We've been through this several times, and several times, and just saying, to at least check into it. There's a lot of science backing it up. Johns Hopkins University, different studies that show that it kills cancer cells. and you know, so the fruit, and then even the seeds and things like that, I do feel better taking it. It's high in vitamin C, estrogens, which actually is what targets cancer cells of 12 different types of cancers, and overall it'd be good for your body. I knew people who got pounds and pounds of this from us, and buying bulk is the key to this amazing fruit, because you're wanting, you know, if you see a picture I have of the guy with the wheelbarrow pulling in tons of these fruits, the huge fruits, you know, he's got the right idea for cancer killing, and actually prevention. So we're actually the only online source for this fruit that I know of that's actually from South or Central America. Like I said in the description, the Florida fruit. These are our new brochures. This is confidential case session Raya, who was introduced to me on November 28th, 2018 by Chantel. And we had our session, and she explained on Sunday how her father had Hopkins lymphoma, and how she had developed, or her sister had died at 40 years old due to breast cancer. And in 2008, she had breast cancer. She went and underwent in January chemotherapy, and was going to take the tumor out, and took pills and or estrogen. She believes 1 or 2 years ago that the cancer spread, and there was pictures taken. It spread into her back. That she had begun taking chemo pills since then. She feels it got worse. They'd been prescribed her to morphine, 100 milligrams, and then now she's more so on 10 milligrams 6 times a day. She no longer takes 20 milligrams. The pain is getting heavier, spread through the back, upper legs, and knees, and believes it's stage 4 cancer. And my response to that was that we just don't want to even focus on whether or not she has cancer at this point. Just move into the full professional practice, live it. So we've moved on to the next session, the do's and don'ts, what to eat right now, what are her favorite plant foods, fruits, veggies, and nuts. In that category, I explained what fruits help with inflammation and pain, and then we're going to talk more about superfood and pain relief with kratom. And I do not really advocate for CBD oil. If she can stay away from those things, because they actually they do no good for the lymphatic system, because it kind of drains that, makes you feel more lethargic. We want more high energy foods, electrical foods, alkaline things, and so I explained how the body is actually 100% herbivorous physiologically, and how we can start the professional practice. So this was on December 3rd, 2018. We had talked at 4 o'clock p.m. her time, and the next call we'll probably go on a deeper session of what should be consumed and what to avoid. So that's a overview of Raya, and she's willing. She has a really good chance of doing this. If we just, again, reduce the meat, dairy, and eggs, the yogurt, and the chicken soup in the morning, and switch it out with anything. More bananas, papaya, soursop fruit would be amazing if we could get a hold of any of that, and fill her body with some of these good things instead of the more acidic things. She will notice results in a couple weeks. Thinking about starting
When I go down to my knees?
No. This is not mud. Well, this
Not
one
that
is not
sand?
mud. This is kind of mud. That one is sand mixed with mud, but it's about like this.
That I could handle.
Yes.
But then, I could have these rocks. My knee is so unstable.
Okay, we're gonna try this. This is the ginger shot.
Good.
Tastes like real raw ginger. What's your tomato shot next?
I don't know. Who are you? Yeah, it was really good. I mean,
This is sweet.
It was kind of sweet,
Green.
Yeah.
Pineapple, cucumber, mint, green apple, and mint. All cold pressed. Check out Juice San Pedro.
Do you want a normal tortilla or finished tortilla? Chipotle tortilla. Chipotle.
The great people back there who made this. Eat clean, live green. This is what 1 pound of the Moringa Sop fresh produce looks like. This is just a quick video on how much you should be taking, the dosages for the Moringa Sop, whether you have heart disease, cancer, diabetes, or you're just trying to take it as a good procurement health supplement for optimum health and prevention, because we believe prevention is actually the greatest cure. But either which way, this is the Moringa Sop. We recommend with the live active EGCG and the astogens found in Soursop together as a one active compound together. This is a herbology that's to be taken really serious, and so we recommend taking a minimum start from the 10 to 30 day period with a small fragmental amount of about a quarter to half a teaspoon. You can go that long to just introduce it to a weaker immune system. We don't want to jam-pack the digestive system too quickly. So that's what we suggest to start out. If you feel you can move up to the daily 1 teaspoon for the first 3 days, we believe after the 3rd day of a teaspoon, if you have no trouble on your digestive or immune system at that point, then we can move up to full tablespoon. You get the full whole food value of moringa at a tablespoon, or actually at 1 gram technically per day. So you can do 1 tablespoon, you can do up to 3 tablespoons really. And if you want as a goal for saying using this as a cure or a medicinal remedy, we suggest 3 to 5 tablespoons, heaping tablespoons per day. And you can give your body a break on this. You can take days off. You can take a couple days off. You can even take a week off. But it's best to continuously build your immune system, build your cell structure with the moringa in your body. We also recommend to consult with your doctor on the moringa and the Soursop to look those up and research. If you're on any blood thinners, inhibitors, or high blood pressures, or if you have a pacemaker,
Change of eating, does it matter?
And we also recommend to refrain from the first 30 days, if not, indefinitely, to refrain from all meat, dairy, and egg consumption. Just in general, animal processed foods, over-the-counter medication or medicine. It actually promotes an acidic environment in your pH or your blood. We want to get all of the toxins out of our blood and our body. They're stored up in our fat cells and then eventually go into our muscles, over our muscles, and into our bones. So we want to correct the alkalinity level. This actually helps correct that because it actually has the highest ORAC rating in antioxidants, so that regulates oxidation in your blood. So it's a little more breathable. This helps, according to physiology, it would mean that it's one of the best cancer cures nature has with the moringa, because antioxidants is very important. You can add this to other superfoods and other things like that, raw foods and stuff. We suggest a raw food, plant-based diet. When water fasting, we have a great video on using moringa as a detox before a water fast. Starting out 1 to 3 days on a water fast is recommended. The highest you can go on a water fast is 40 days, and we have a video explains all that called Moringa Detox Water Fast video on our vimeo.com/eplott channel. So yeah, this is just a simple diagram of how you can take moringa powder straight. We also, if you're capping it in 750 milligram caps or 1 gram caps, taking 1 to 3 caps a day starting out is recommended. You can take 5 to 10 even in one sitting or per day. It really doesn't matter taking too much in excess. It's probably best to take it in smaller amounts and build up. This is a whole food. This is a food that you can consume as if you were eating apples, bananas, a salad. So you can eat indefinite amount of the moringa. You will not overdose. There's no amount that's dangerous with the moringa leaves. If you're on medication such as antidepressants, psychotropics, pain relievers, you can take the moringa. Again, it's a food. If you were to eat food on these medications, it would be initially the same thing. But if it affects your blood pressure, blood thinners, it's a pacemaker, anything that affects that, the caffeine, natural caffeine found in moringa, the natural EGCG compound is like green tea. So if you can't drink green tea, you probably can't drink moringa. These are some things to consider and advise with your doctor. Consult with him. And actually, moringa can regulate your blood pressure. It can help regulate your blood level and even your blood sugar. So it actually may end up taking you off of medication if you take it for prolonged periods of times. And that's not to advise against any medical counsel. It's just an alert to bring to your attention, a precaution that you may want to think about as a naturopathic or alternative route. We're not here to advise any medical advice. This is just for informational purposes and educational purposes. Thank you for listening, and check out our article on why Mylar keeps the freshness alive in our products and why it's the best. We heat seal these, keep them fresh and pure longer. It's better than all the plastics and bottles.
I use these Soursop foods myself for 3 years now.
Yeah, I've been using the moringa for well over 3 years myself personally, and my family. Helped regulate my dad's blood sugar. He doesn't take insulin any longer. It can remove or dissolve tumors because what it does initially builds the body's immune system back to fight cancer, and that's the whole goal. But with the Soursop being 10,000 times more powerful than chemo radiation, actually goes in and kills cancer, according to the Purdue University 1976 study. A 1998 study showed it's 10,000 times more powerful than chemotherapy. You can check that out on our website. You can actually just check it out on pubmed.com if you'd like. That's the science behind it, and there's no human experiment double-blind study to back it up, but it's just a good addition to your diet to add to your current life. We want to promote not just dieting but actually living this lifestyle. It's optimum. We say a whole food plant-based diet, which is a health conscious, eating less processed foods and things like that. And mainly, I think the main goal is to stay away from animal products that cause endotoxemia in the body because of the excess protein that we don't need. It becomes toxic because our body can't digest it very well. It takes live phosphates and calcium from the body's bones, and it takes resources to digest these things, which makes it over a period of time through life, difficult, breaks down the immune system and causes you to become weaker, and therefore kind of resulting in disease. In fact, animal consumption, that's meat, dairy, or eggs, free range, organic, grass-fed, raw milk even. These all, with casein, contribute to the 15 leading causes of death. There's not one type of disease or disorder that is contributed by the vegan diet, but all leading causes of death are contributed from an animal consumption diet. So with that said, we hope you enjoy our information at plottpalmtrees.com. Check out the plottpalmtree.miidu.com. We have science, real information, real research, scrupulous studies, live experimentations, and a true tropical story. God bless. Shalom. Have a wonderful day. That's because it's getting so many people off of heroin. It's not because it's as addictive as heroin, but heroin addicts, users, opiates users, pills users, even cocaine users, alcoholics, you name it, are taking this kratom and they're getting off of this really addictive and dangerous drugs. Okay, this is not a dangerous thing, so we talked about how it's safe and effective. We have the moderate strain, green Malay, for instance, which we would be sending. It helps promote better homeostasis, motivation, happiness, state of well-being. So that's really cool strain, moderate. And then you have fast, which is like white Mang Da, which is for energy, focus, motivation, and pain relief. So that's what we got so far. As a wrap-up, this can be a great, starting dietary plan. I think that it should be taken very serious and should shoot for the 1st of January to like a preliminary, step or phase 1 to see, this can be overwhelming. That's why I try to make it very simple, but it can't get more simple than just knowing fruits, veggies, and nuts. Stay away from meat, dairy, and eggs, or reduce that as best as possible. And then just apply the superfoods, and then even we talked about potentially water fasting with moringa oil and sea salts. Reduce the tumor size and engulf her body with just all the power compounds from the moringa. We'll definitely see results there. The kratom for pain relief in the meantime. Soursop will also target cancer cells, so you'll be able to knock this out and move forward to happier, brighter days. It is very possible, and we've seen this many times over, so there is definitely hope. She's willing to take the steps and, do that, as well as occasional water fasting. As I mentioned, when we get to that point, drinking more water really can help flood out any viruses and things such as that with the moringa seeds and other protocols, which we will definitely take a look at. So this is the page 1 introduction of the awesome Raya. Okay, so we have a vegan place called Juice Dive San Pedro, and they've got fresh juices. What is that? This is the patilla bowl. There's also the acai bowl. I was going to get the blue whole bowl, which has coconut water, bananas, pineapple, blueberries, blue spirulina blended. He added blue spirulina to mine because I wanted that one, but he gave me the creamy patilla bowl, which has got pink patilla, dragon fruit, peanut butter, dark chocolate, flakes blended, topped with house canola, chia, coconut shreds, agave, drizzle, almond milk. This place rocks it. It's got all kinds of smoothies. You can see the smoothies there. And then I got a ginger shot. There's turmeric shots, olive shots. Awesome. Right, here we go.
No. But I told you, smash that phone. Well, it didn't totally smash it. It's not break the liver because it dropped. Look how pretty.
Aloha, friends and family. Earthman Ek, as usual, here on the sunny side of things. Got the hot cold bag. You know what we got that out for? It's our one and only rarity fruit, the Soursop. Graviola, guanabana cancer killer fruit. You may have heard about that. It's actually when you get it from us, because we are the only online source of organic soursop. And look how nice and just lush that fruit is right there. In some auctions around the world, Brazil and certain areas in Spain, this fruit auctions off at anywhere from $300 to $500 to even in the thousands of dollars. Why? Because it has a one-of-a-kind activated compound called acetogens, and it's a cancer killer. It does NRF1 activation and 2 activation. I have so many videos. I'm one of the only few people online right now that's actually willing to admit it, come out with the Hopkins University studies and certain online research and our own research. These fruits right here, I mean, they're expensive. Each one in the hundreds of dollars. I'm trying to make it as affordable as I can. If you can present your MRI. The Floridan or Hawaiian fruit is really not going to do it, and I've gone through this before. We're going to make a documentary about it called Plott, Cures for Cancer, because you have to get the fruit where it's having to go through, that nice, the attack of viruses from jungle bugs and things like that. That harassment that this tree takes, it overcomes the viruses which the bugs inject into the fruit. So that's really something special about this fruit. So we have Moringa Sop, which is actually Moringa K, and so we have the powder form of it as a leaf powder form, and then of course, like I said, the fruit. So you can check that out. We got tons of information, videos, and things like that. If you read my story, The Cure for Cancer, below, it's a saddening story because I talk about how I just feel every little child that's going through chemotherapy, that's underage and stuff, they should be just funneling this into them like soursop applesauce, and it really just, every time I think of that, when me and my girlfriend would eat this, in the freezer, we'd take it out and we'd eat it. I just thought, man, there's so many of these children, they're undergoing chemotherapy, they're losing their hair, things like that, and they could absolutely, with the money they do have, funnel these fruits in and feed all those children, or just even in general people going through chemotherapy and radiation. And it's because it's that safe. Obviously, it's organic. It's got no side effects. I know that they're trying to scare people with the seeds and stuff like that. So anyway, read the stuff I got below and how this is becoming very successful. If you read my Skeptics on Soursop video, you'll see thousands of people and testimonials saying it cures the cancer. We've had people who've reversed their cancer with this fruit, with the leaves, the stems, the bark, and then with moringa, how it builds the immune system with science and biologically. And again, this is the best fruit. It's like a pineapple mixed with a guava twist, like an apple sweet taste, and the texture on it, it's fun to eat. It's fun to spit the seeds out. You can use the seeds to grow the tree. We have the tree we're growing. It's an amazing tree. We got fresh, raw, harvested leaves. Check out our things like that. I can kind of try to, work with people, but just the shipping alone is in the hundreds. It's like $700 just to ship it and get certain fruits. Fruit for fruit can be $200. It can be $100, depending on the size. $50. I'm trying to get it as low as I can. These are hard because they're worse than bananas as far as how they rot. They don't stay like this very long. These are kind of they're hard. These ones are. But when they start to go good, they'll get real mushy, and then you'll know, just like a banana, it becomes more cancer fighting. As it gets more mushy, it gets more dark, more brown, and then black. Just like the bananas, you can look that up. When it gets spotted black on the bananas, it has a cancer fighter, anti-cancer agent that is comes out of that, produced. And so you know, that's what you receive from us. And actually, this whole box is filled. This is like 20 pounds plus soursop. That's crazy right here. You know, this is, yeah, you know, in the thousands of dollars marks. But what we're gonna do is when we get it, we put it in a hot cold bag like that. Put it in here. We'll have them in that. Take this and put it in here, and pretty much put this in here because these are all shipped from Grenada, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, Brazil, where these have the active compound. You're not going to find it with the rich minerals that you get in like even Hawaii or Florida, which we think is really rich. Not necessarily. These other cultures have way richer soil conditions, a lot of orange. Sun, wow.
You don't have seashells either, do you?
Get some of the water.
You get in there digging.
Oh, do
You
you?
might find a couple or so.
Oh. That makes twice I've been at a beach and no seed cells. Miami Beach didn't have any.
Discount on kratom for pain relief, euphoria, focus, and things like that, energy going on right now. So check that deal out. And our new brochures rock. We got a lot of really good stuff. And we have that deal going on for all December 2019. And what's your New Year's resolution? I hope everybody has a happy Hanukkah. I think we're on the 4th day. And a merry, wonderful Christmas Day. And happy holidays. If I don't get to do any update, we've been busy. Where you can schedule appointments with me at MORINGAKingdom.com, and we're staying healthy and wealthy, and we're staying busy, baby. So thank you so much for all your support. There's a review thing if you've purchased from us and you want to give back, help us out and spreading the word. You can fill out the review and give us a 5-star review. That would really help. And if you don't feel you deserve that, just let me know, why, or how I can perfect your experience. I'd love to know how we can, because we enormous, jam-packed in the soils. So with that said, kind of just show you a little bit deeper, and when you look into it there, have you ever even seen this fruit in the stores? Probably not. And some people have them coming from Thailand or Mexico, California. You see it in New York, maybe Florida. But I'm going to tell you though, this is not quite the same, like I said, fruit as the active one. You can kind of tell it looks raw, it looks rough, rustic. The other ones you have, they don't taste like sweet and sour. This would be sweet and sour, really strong, cause a chemotoxic effect. And yeah, if we ship it to you and it rots or goes bad, there's always a warranty on it. But we've never had that happen. It's not going to happen here with these. Like you can tell that as soon as we get these, we ship them right off to you because we're getting ready to, it's like play hot potatoes, I say. We get it and we ship it out as quick as we can. And so, what you want to do when you get it at this point, I have other videos. If you check out the link below, you'll see the Soursop link in purchasing this and the other Soursop products we produce. You can, freeze this. You can set this out. You might want to set this one out because you want to eat it. So you just kind of set it out in the refrigerator or something. Then you may put the rest of them in the refrigerator if you want to eat like the next 3 or 4 for the next week or so. Keep those in the refrigerator, and then the rest keep them frozen. We can actually do a bi-weekly, bi-monthly. Do have the #1 ranked raw online superfood quality and services. So with that said, I hope you do consider checking us out, and it'd be a beautiful thing. Embrace your beauty. That's the New Year's resolution here we've got. Be selfless, divine, connect with that divine serenity and peace and serenity. Be selfless and end all suffering, therefore. Thanks again so much. Check out the KingMoringa.com newsletter if you want to subscribe. I highly recommend. Check out vimeo.com/eplott. You can watch all the different stuff. And here's the step 1, 2, and 3 process that you can check out if you want to know what you can do next. You can pause that right now. There's all the good stuff about moringa. And one last look at the amazing Graviola guabana soursop fruit, also known as Soursop. Thank you.
Huh?
It's cool.
Uh-huh.
There we go. Okay.
Shipment of these out to people. So you get them, and they're always fresh, and they don't ever mold or go bad on you. That's really important. And again, yeah, this is one of the best chemotoxic, kills cancer cells 10,000 times better than chemotherapy and radiation therapy on record. So get this fruit, amazing fruit of our time. It's really sweet. I wish I could open it, y'all, but it is too hard for me to do it. I'll waste it if I do that. It's like a leather shoe right now. It's really hard. And but you normally would just slice it down the middle. I have other videos I show you. It has a tuna-like consistency, the puree. What you can do too when you get it and it gets like that, you can pull it off. You can put it in one of those big metal pots, and then you can scrape out the pulp. You can squeeze it and make a juice. It's really good for juicing and smoothies. Awesome fruit. So yeah, that's a really special thing we got to offer. Again, you can't find this anywhere online in this proprietary, handpicked with love quality, that's for sure. So I'm really honored to be able to offer such a royal, exquisite, luxurious fruit of our time. A remarkable plant. It even kind of looks like, if you go look up tea killer cell right now, go look it up. It looks just like a tea killer cell. Isn't that wild? Exactly like a tea killer cell. Pretty interesting. So that might have something to do with it, helping the aid the apoptosis manner and NRF1 activation. You need something in your body that really does like a boom, an explosion, and that's what NRF1 activation, or what's also called ATP. It's the conversion of calories and carbohydrates and proteins into calcium, and what it does is it absorbs these minerals and just kind of shoots out like a chain reaction, and that chain reaction actually kills cancer cells, and it's like a direct target to any threat in your body. But then on the other hand, it rebuilds healthy cells and aids the off for a little voyage. We got Coco back here. Coco. We are going to go test out a Mini Cooper. Got a shower. And so that'll be exciting. We'll see what happens. See how it all works out. Yeah, Coco. Uh-huh. antibody, type cells. So I took cancer biology at Harvard University. I know how all this works, and I'm just shocked that it's all right here in front of us. The science is here. It's baffling. It's hard to say, but this would take out a lot of chemotherapy drugs and take a lot of companies out of business. It's a known fact. This is the natural cure for cancer in nature. This is your chemo in nature. It's your antiviral, antimicrobial, antifungal, anti-cancer, antibacterial. It's like an all-in-all, just natural vaccine, chemotoxic powerhouse. We like to mix this with our moringa and even the fresh leaves, the drumsticks. You have that building up your immune system, as this does too. High vitamin C. Kills cancer. I mean, everybody should give this a shot. What do you have to lose other than your white T killer cells? In a sense, you can look at it from a cartoon viewpoint, that this is like replenishing those cells, so they can fight that cancer. And the cancer is always ready to die. It's really simple. It's actually really easy to kill it. You can oxidize it. There's so many ways to suffocate it. You can do dry fasting, even water fasting. Sugars can feed it if it's refined sugars. Good sugars like this, glucose, fructose, those things are good for your good cells, because it can converts it into fat, carbohydrates, and energy. So, that's what you get with us, and we ship that out, and we ship worldwide, nationwide, across state to state. And subscribe. You can learn more and keep you updated on this amazing Soursop graviola fruit. I love you. Big tropical hugs at the original PlottPalmTrees.com, baby, productions. And yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please share this with somebody who doesn't know about it, because we have so much. We have a plethora of studies and science on our website. It would blow your mind. So straight up, yo, peace out. Stay illuminated, stay enlightened, stay loved with energy, peace, happiness, joy, strength of mind, peace of prosperity, and all that other good stuff. All right, y'all take care. You have a wonderful day. Remember, find time to unwind and relax. Aloha. What we have here is the overview of the Perfectional Practice Pyramid. Live it, because we don't diet, we like to live it. And I kind of talked about, for pain management here, staying away from things that cause inflammation to the nervous system and lymphatic system. Anything that causes toxins to get into there and in our bloodstream, causes acidic living environment. We talked about that, and how raw, dairy, even raw milk, yogurt, these things can cause inflammation in the body and can cause things, like osteoporosis and stuff like that, but also the blood to become more acidic. Same with eggs, and of course meat, chicken, soup, any poultry, processed junk foods will all do kind of that same hindrance to the body. So if we can refrain from that, maybe flip in and put some blueberries, tart cherries, turmeric root, which we got some of that. She said she had some turmeric, pumpkin seeds, ginger, or mint, and applying that. Okay, so we kind of reviewed that with you. Then of course bringing in the superfoods and introducing this to her body. The moringa for ultimate health and building immune system, kratom for the pain relief. Okay, and we have the different strains, which I'll kind of brief over here, down here. Reishi mushroom kills specifically breast cancer, also helps with dementia and Alzheimer's. But it's a known factor with the spores, with the oil, just the mushroom itself, which we have a whole bunch of raw, wild-crafted mushroom, reishi mushroom. You can which we have a video and I can talk about how you can put it in a pot, steep it, and you can drink it like a soup or like a tea. You can actually mix it with the moringa, make a moringa, reishi, and soursop tea, even with like the leaves, stem, and bark, which daily it kills cancer cells 10,000 times better than chemo and radiation, replenishes the T killer cells. It's like feeding them and replenishing it. The soursop fruit, if she could get a hold of the soursop fruit, that would be for the best. Consuming that daily would be optimum, would really rock. And yeah, consume the seeds here and there. They really also kick butt when cancer. Moringa heirloom organic seeds for pain, pH regulation. You actually will help create more of an alkaline environment. We talked about alkalinity, as how it's electrical charged foods that we want to put in our body, not the acidic, because the acidic's going to cause things like headache, pain, inflammation. So natural proteins, and how it also is a virus killer. You know, whenever we have, like we said, diarrhea, upset stomach, headache, any type of you know, just lack of oxygen to our joints, our nerves, our stomach, brain, take